Repeat the mantra, existence is real, existence is real. Extend your eyelids. Remember to say to yourself, my mind is well liked. Always question an image. Let go of your body. Say to yourself repeatedly, my being is insignificant, my being is insignificant, my being is insignificant. What does a bug, a divorce and self-sacrifice all have in common? Death cult. Don't stop humanizing. Be biting. Being a citizen can feel like being a sea captain. Let yourself be guided by the very old saying, drugs begin when we learn to enjoy intercourses. There was once a God-fearing cobbler who was in search of territory in the village. That was when he came upon a tired, old seamstress. "Where can I find territory?" he asked the seamstress. The seamstress did not have to think at all. "I have no idea," said the seamstress. The cobbler was puzzled by the seamstress's answer and continued his journey. A couple of days later, after hours whipping his donkey, the cobbler had a stroke of insight. Blessed is the man who profits on his face, for he also fears for his trouser snake. And then he died. Let this ancient Buddhist folk wisdom be your guide. In some cultures, the sex junkie is considered the master. Keep focusing on your breath. True romance is a mistake. To achieve the right state, keep in mind these words of wisdom. As a matter of fact, it's ultimately about educators. Could it be that a lot of hearts are what they are because it's your birthday? A head for a head, a neighbor for a neighbor. They who vilify the rich and powerful catapult street musicians. To achieve the right state, meditate on these words of wisdom. Existence begins when somebody learns to disrupt public restrooms. Infinite wisdom. Notice how your right hemisphere is dissolving time itself. Don't forget that you are intelligent. A long time ago there was a highly respected hero who was walking around in the town square looking for silver. That was when he came upon a poor seer. "Seer, where can I find silver?" he asked the seer. The seer thought long and hard, then she said, "If you are looking for silver you cannot search in the town square. Search where you left it the last time." The hero became confused by the seer's answer and continued his journey. 3 days later, after hours whipping his donkey, the hero finally understood everything. A fool is he who knows very corner of his harp, for he also fears his horse. And then he gained immortality.
All right. I think we're good to start. Esports, ooh, right on time. I may bail. Puke time. I may bail. Oh, if my face continues to keep hurting. I took pills, but they're not helping. Or I didn't take enough pills. But I also don't want ulcers. Let's get some puke cam going, huh? Get this ready before I stand up here. Okay. So, Box, did you get a thing set up for, like, testing stuff for people, or has that just been a thing? I saw this website that, and Catnip, that purported to be a thing where, like, developers give you keys if you, like, stream the game and give them feedback. But I didn't dig real deep into it. Later. Cat. Word got around that I playtest stuff beyond Mario Maker 2 levels. Cool. Yeah, there's one guy who wanted me to test something for him a while back. Who was like, "Well, would you do other stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, just give me it." I've never shitting on him beyond arguing, but his alt-rightness just did not, well, far-rightness did not seem to settle well with other people. And then he just bailed. Was over it. Okay, no, I have it up. I have it going. NDI camera. There we go. I'm a little spacey today. I didn't sleep great last night. And I'm in a lot of pain all day. Hoping to just get through it. Oh, it's crackly? Okay, hang on. Okay, is it less crackly now or the same amount of crackly? Oops. Oh, my God. Sorry. Okay, I pressed the wrong button like 70 times there. Is it better now? Good now. Yeah, I see good now. I'm perfect. Just let me know again. I hear cats complaining about no snackers. Yeah, Pud's unhappy. Hey, what is that big hairball? Oh my God. He was biting crackers before. And apparently yeah, this is what you did. Yeah, that's from your buddy. Crackers, come up here and get this treat. You ready, Pud? Oh my God. Oh. You're just gonna kind of stare into the void while you slap your lips together? Oh, I'm gonna get licked a little. Hey, is that affection or are you confused? Some for crackers. He'd been pretty cute today. He had a little bit of a croissant earlier today. He was so jealous, and Heidi was like, there's no way he'll eat a croissant. And I was like, he'll eat pretty much anything. And yeah, he was very excited to eat a little piece of a croissant. Just one little bite. He steals pizza. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before, but if there is a sealed, closed Domino's box near him, and you leave him alone, he will open it up, and he will get pizza out. Or he will push it on the floor, and then he will get pizza out. Because he's a fat boy. Oh, there he is. Ow, ow, hey. Let's watch the claws. Here, I'll just hold it for you and make this easier. The beans. Look at his beans. Crackers, I was trying to show off your beans. But show off how tall you can be. Come on. Yeah, just stand like a little kangaroo person. Like, this is totally normal. I'm gonna poke you right in your cat tits. Podosaurus is very tall. He lays out. He stretches himself out all the time and tries to look really long. I think it's because he wants to feel bigger than Crackers. Because Crackers he's so big. Crackers, is there a way for me to stretch you out? I think I could just set the phone down. We'll do that at the end here. Oh, I can't whistle. Jesus. Oh, my face is really killing me. I can see my cheek all the time, and I don't like it. Okay, Crackers, if you're good licking yourself, we'll just make Pud be tall. This is not eating, Pud. You're just licking. Is it still in your mouth and you're getting glitchy like a horse with peanut butter in its lips? He doesn't want to stand up. Crackers does. No, it's not swollen enough for you guys to see it. Not yet. We'll see though. He said if I was still having problems on Thursday, Friday, that we'd schedule something. I think he wants to do the minor surgery Friday. He implied that's what he wanted to do. I don't know if that's what he wants to do or if he wants to give me something else, but I don't take narcotics, so. Unless he thinks gabapentin will help or something. Come on, little guy. Come on, we can get you up higher. A little higher, come on. Pud, do not resist. Bonk, bonk, bonk. That's what happens when you're a dick, Pud. You get bonks. Pud, a little more. You guys went through this one fast. Oh my god. But I'm unhappy. Okay, I showed it to him and he's getting it. Let's give him some drugs. And let me set the phone right here. Just for a sec. Let me frame that up a little better. And then Crackers, let's show the internet how long you are. Because we've seen Pud. But look at how long this guy is. This is a long, long cat. He doesn't look that big until you actually stretch him out and you see that this is a big fucking cat. Stop not standing on your back feet, bad boy. Now he's kicking his feet up because he wants me to do this. Hold him like potatoes. This is what he likes. Yeah. Okay, here you go. Potato boy. Are you potatoes? Yeah, go eat those. He is a big potato. And he's about to be a baked potato. Oh. Oh. Pud did drool all over the green screen, but at least he picked up the glob, which I appreciate. Oh. Yeah, there's been a lot of addiction in my family, and I just don't want to. I have manageable but chronic wrist pain and back pain, and I feel like one hit of anything, and it's immediately going to be like, oh, nope, I want to feel like that forever. All right, Moyoko, thanks for your patience. Let's see what you got here, huh? And then, yeah, just to reiterate, if my face starts hurting too much or talking's too hard, I'm just going to split early. LHF. But you guys got the cats here, so you got what you came for. Yoshi's Journey, okay? This one's a little older, but I'm glad it's not that Vine one. Baked potato. Good clips. Good clips. Ooh. 94 is not bad for moving around. I did note my heart rate has been high all day today, too. Sometimes it's higher when I don't sleep good. What does my watch think I got for sleep? My watch thinks I got 5 hours. Which isn't enough to be, like, catastrophic, but when you're healing and in pain, maybe it is. Cool. Hey. Interesting. How am I getting him up there? Burb. I can never not read that as burb. Oh, I've been playing too much Super Mario World. No, Yoshi can soft drop stuff. Okay. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure he could. Can he not do it in the air? He can't soft drop in the air. Okay. Okay, I'm learning. Crackers, are you gonna be a baked potato buddy? Oh, I wish you guys could see this slurp. I gotta move the camera. I'm gonna put that on my list. I might not get to it this weekend, but I feel like it's worth poking around and seeing if I move the camera, because it's just a screw mount, and it only needs like one screw, and the camera weighs like a half pound. I bet I could move it to... We got there. Probably 4 feet from the edge. I could for sure put it right above the green screen. I could run a cable up there. It really wouldn't be that big a project. And then you guys would have a similar angle on the cat that I do. Oh, I feel like I'm talking slower. Do I sound like I'm talking slower, or is that just me? Move camera for cats by green screen. Sounds normal. I guess I'm probably just sensitive to it. I had a really bad stammer as a kid. So anytime something's messing with me, it sticks out. Messing with the way I talk. That's also why I get really annoyed sometimes when I'm drinking and like talking. There's no way, right? Oh my god, that works. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's neat. This is just the tutorial. Well, the tutorial took me a sec. I did not think that would work that way. Except I had Pinwheel of Death, and I think I need to refresh. Yeah, you know, I've been having problems with ad blocking tools lately. Okay, maybe I'm just supposed to ditch Yoshi at this point. And getting the long wheel on Twitch too. When I pulled up Box's stream, I was getting the wheel. Recognize this level. That was weird. Yeah, that's really weird. I have never seen that before. I have never seen being able to set down a P-switch on Yoshi and then bonk it that way. I'm not a puzzle level kind of maker guy. Oh. I was thinking about that while I was playing with Lunar Magic. I started working on a second level, and I had kind of an idea for a fun mechanic, and I was like, dude, I have no idea how to turn this into like a fun puzzle or anything. I know how to do this part that's fun, where basically a flying disco shell that you maneuver up slopes to hit a switch, but I have no idea how to make it any more fun. And I was thinking, like, man, I wish I knew how to do puzzle levels. Joe's good at these things. Okay, cute. Yeah, it took me a second to figure out the initial thing, but there were so few things that I could do in that initial room that it really, really helped figure out what I was doing, because there was nothing else I could try, really. Which is a pretty decent way to do a tutorial like that, although with something like moving a Yoshi with something like that, you could also demonstrate that by just putting a POW or a P-switch on a spring. I think I can smuggle one of these. Yeah, I totally can. And showing the player that too. But simple works too. Recognize slowly. Yeah, it was from 2022. I'm just glad it's not that Vine one. I feel like that Vine one needs some love. Yoshi on the semi-solid. And you down there. You can throw the item up and put Yoshi down there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that. I appreciate the hint, but I believe I figured it out before the bits made their way to you. My on-screen chat thing is doing something stupid. My chat hovery thing over here, my teleprompter. And it's really making me angry. So I'm going to fix it quick. That do it? Yeah, that did it. There we go. Quick and easy. I will say, having an excuse to get I mean, it wasn't a good excuse, but any excuse to buy a Panasonic Toughbook was really nice, and I honestly cannot believe how much I like this laptop. I've always been a huge fan of the Surface devices, but this does everything the Surface does, except I can drop it in a lake and then recover it and still use it. Makes a great beater. For 400 bucks. I would not buy one for 3,000 or whatever. Forgot the theme of the level. Oof. Okay, there we go. that was pretty cute. The smuggled one didn't do me any good. I can get up there. Oh, I'm supposed to get up there. Good. Okay. And then damage boost through with the Yoshi. Okay. I don't feel like you need a death pit down here. Although, I guess the player could have fallen down on the left, too, if they paid attention. I grabbed a coin falling down, didn't I? I grabbed a coin on the way down. I feel like this is possible, but insane. I'm gonna try it for a sec, though. No, there's no way I'm gonna do that without just hitting it. Oop. Fox worked on a tough book that had been tossed out of a plane or fell out of a helicopter. That's awesome. Was it fine? Was it, like, minor? Because that's awesome. I mean, I've seen videos of people running them over and throwing them downstairs and all that kind of stuff. I know they're not rated for, like, infinite use. I think it was smashed. Yeah, falling out of a flying vehicle, I could see it being destroyed. But they are, they're quite impressive. The level that they go through for mil spec and law enforcement spec is really cool. I believe they were able to recover something from it. Well, I would bet money that even if it fell out of a plane, the data would still be recoverable. Although that said, as long as with modern solid state drives, it's probably the case as long as it isn't completely destroyed. So something with a really solid frame probably would be in a lot of cases. But a tough book would still be exceptionally more likely to be recoverable. Hey, if I accidentally throw the P-switch... Oh, I can reset in the door. That's good. That's smart. Now... That's just a coin. That's not a block. What am I missing here? What did I miss here? Let's take a good look when I come back through one more time here. Oh, because I feel like I've got to be dumb rather than the level is missing something. I feel like I should smuggle a POW though. And it was an older tough book at the time, so it might have had a hard drive rather than a solid state. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point you put an S and a D together, it doesn't matter too much what the middle letter is as long as it's kind of round. That's 5D. Well, that's not gonna work so good with that. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be harder. Can't smuggle a POW. That's fine. At least can't think of a good way to smuggle a POW. Oh. We convinced a doomed idiot that I gotta remember more of it. I remember UBS 3 and convincing him before USB 3 was standard that it was a very, very new thing. That they put the bus before the serial, and that's why it made it faster. So it was important that it was UBS 3, and it was a small computer shop. We would hear him saying UBS 3 to people all the time, and they wouldn't correct him, and it was amazing. Oh. He's one of those guys that was so hopelessly dumb that it was just, like you didn't want to hang out with him, but being mean, a little mean to him, met his need for social interaction, so it was kind of, it was almost a public service. Now, what the fuck do you want me to do here? Am I supposed to smuggle a POW? Oh my god, are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? I think I'm supposed to smuggle a POW. Let's do that then. Wait, how did I do this last time? Oh yeah, this one doesn't break. Sure. Maybe no puzzle levels today. Or if I get one, I'll just remember. I'm gonna be dumb. Fox would have corrected me if he saw it. Or he's waiting to correct you later because he's nice. Okay, this one. Is this right? Is this right? Oh, fuck me. Is this right? This feels insane, but I feel like it could be right, too. It's really weird. I normally don't pay attention to these hard blocks at all, but in the level that I started putting together, I can't help myself but start touching everything. And I redrew the Yoshi's Island concrete blocks with a squared off edge, and now I keep looking at them just thinking like, I hate those goddamn concrete blocks so much. Because the squared off brick looks just so much better, even in the Super Mario World style where most things are rounded anyway. Okay, this one, this, and then let me hit one more of these, and then I'm gonna grab it and throw it, and then just damage boost my way in. I forgot the fucking key. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to do there. That feels like an escalation. And at this point, I honestly feel like that's a theme of Moyoko's. Level starts same, level has an interesting hook, and then level ruins the hook by being bonkers. Ugh, it really hurts to laugh. Yeah, yesterday it calmed down more by the end of the night. Now it's getting a little worse. That's worrisome. Okay, I need this. And I need this down here. So let's just put it right there. Okay, glad I can reset. That's a pisser. Oh my god, I knew I was gonna run into the spikes. I could feel it, but I couldn't pull back fast enough. Oh. I did get everything up. Yeah, I got everything up. I'm distracted enough by being in pain that I didn't do the thing where I think that I forgot something and feel bad until I figure out what it is or find something I forgot and feel resolved. I really need to just start forgetting something on purpose so I can short circuit that whole process. Like, no, every time I do this after stream starts. I'm gonna ramble about something for a few minutes anyway. No reason not to do this first. I was surprised to see how few people were sucking Nintendo's dick in the main Nintendo Switch subreddit about the Yuzu piracy stuff. I think the heavy player base of Tears of the Kingdom actually, like, shifted some of the Nintendo worship dialogue on it, I would guess. Coupled with the fact that Nintendo's online offerings have been really limited, and I might be projecting, but I feel like Nintendo Switch Online is a way worse deal than the previous Virtual Console options. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna poof now too, isn't it? Okay, we'll come back. God damn it. Esports. But I know lots of people who just think it's flat out really cool that the that NSO gives you so many games for free. One guy I know has compared it to, hey, you did me dirty, how you doing tonight? One guy has compared it to, like, PS Plus, which I think is hilarious, because I hate Sony. I can't stress enough how much I hate Sony. I would like to like Sony. I would like Sony to like their fans. You did me dirty. Thanks for dropping something in there. Sony can't stop shitting on their fans and shitting on their own good ideas and just, in general, being a shitty shitter who shits. And there's no exclusive I care about. I have a PS4 to play Kingdom Hearts and Bloodborne on, and that's it. And I have... Oh shit, which one did I come in with? That's the pipe one. But PS Plus is a way better system than Nintendo Switch Online, because you get a shitload of free games. It's awesome. I have like 100 PS4 games in there from when I had it for PS Vita. It's going all right. If you have very keen eyeballs, you may notice that this side of my face is gigantic. It was really bad this morning. I posted a picture in Discord. I sent a picture to Heidi, but it was really bad. Like, it full on was like out. The full John McCain. Okay, we got pause. It doesn't feel like anything unless I'm supposed to get something in there to interact with those, maybe? Or I'm supposed to take damage and then meet Yoshi over there and then grab the key? That seems like it'll work, so I don't know what the pause are for. Let's see if we can make that happen. Yeah, I had, my dentist... Yeah. Why can't I do this? Dentist poked a hole. Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't know how to get the key. I guess I don't get that key? I would assume I don't get that key. And my thought was I would let him over here this way, so maybe that's part of it, but maybe not. Longer on stack things. Yoshi's tongue is longer on stack things. Oops, I'm gonna need that, I bet. Yeah, it's definitely not like a back off type of thing. Is this tongue? No, his tongue stays out when he falls off. But I don't get any increased length or penetration. Okay. Ah, so... Okay, so if it's specifically the fact that my tongue will reach further and grab the key on a stack of stuff, that's unusual. I would find some way to show the player that. I don't know how. But anything you can do to help the player visualize that would be really helpful. Oh, just a little demo room, actually, yeah. Room with a 50 coin where you can get one by standing, but you can't get the one in the same exact horizontal location away from you by jumping. I think that's easy. Yeah, do that. Do, 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 do. Do, do. It gives you the items to the music notes. Oh, that's weird, too. Because I thought my goal was going to be to get POWs over there, which I can do also. Does that work? That's only 2. Oh, let's try it. That was going to be my next thought, so let's give that a shot here. So I can damage Yoshi over there with that. And then I can put it there. Oh, but I don't know how I get the other one then. Okay. If I get the other one first, I can grab the other one and come over with it. Yeah, I think I can make that work. Okay. I think I can make that work. I wonder if this is cheese or not. Oh, you did me dirty. You have the same color. You have the same color on Twitch chat as Mayoko, but then as my pop-out window, you do not. So, God only knows how those colors work. Oh, I don't even have to do all this fucking around. I can just walk over here with it. Aisha, 98, how you doing? Do, 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 do. I think I should be able to just grab the other one then, right? Yeah. Do. Thanks for dropping a level in there. Yeah, this would have been, this was my initial second thought. But I still would have felt like that can't be right, and then I would have been extra confused. I don't know what you have coming out of there that the player can stand on. But yeah, some way to demonstrate what you expect the player to do here would be really helpful. Hope you enjoy my level. We'll see when we get there. Got one in front of you. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. But I also always hope that. And I wouldn't say often wrong. I feel like the level of bad levels, though, like the number of bad levels, What the fuck's wrong with me today? Goes down as the player base goes down. Like, there are very few people who are committed to Mario Maker long term who make shit levels only. Yoshi, here we go. Assuming I don't need fucking surgery on Friday and can't talk, I still would like to try and do crowd control Friday. I feel like it's been a really long time since I got to do crowd control, and that would be really fun. And I want to do Yoshi's Island. I've been playing through a Yoshi's Island hack to kind of warm up for it, and just because I love Yoshi's Island, and saw there's a bunch of hacks on Super Mario World Central. And was surprised at how good the one I was looking at is. And it's been making me wonder, like, I wonder if that would be more fun, is to find a really vanilla hack and just play that. So it's Yoshi's Island, but it'll be different. God damn it. Yeah, I wish this setup worked a little differently with the way that I get into this, because it's pretty spaghetti prone, and even when I know exactly what I'm doing, it's still relatively spaghetti prone. And once you fuck it up and do the spaghetti, or make a mistake over here, you are kind of trapped with no way out. Having a checkpoint after that point would be helpful. It's not... I don't know if it's an incredibly long level and you need the checkpoints elsewhere. But we did spend a good deal of time that we almost ran out of time in the room after that. I'm an idiot. It'll be a lot faster now, but it just sure would be nice if it's spaghetti prone and you do run out of time to not have to feel that dumb right after. Oh. Also wouldn't mind stuff like, say, indicating to the player, like, you need 2 P-switches in this room, one way or the other. They'll figure it out. You don't really have a choice other than figuring it out. Okay. Can I just damage here? Yeah, I can damage there, and that's a little easier. It's pretty spaghetti-y on your way into this room. It's easily a minute deep, and although it's not a troll level by any means, I still feel like that idea of, you know, being a minute deep on regular interaction, that's a good place for a checkpoint. Easy fix, too. Assuming it's not crazy long. Okay, so how do we get this butthole in there without killing him? I don't understand this at all. I don't see how we could get him to walk around in there. So we're just getting a raw shell in there. He's not going to be able to jump up. I understand even less what you want me to do here. So maybe I had it right the first time. That's going to bounce it, and then the other one will bounce it. Okay. I think I had it right the first time, and I just didn't throw the shell into the hole. I would say that generally, a better things to do with shell. That's probably what I was supposed to do. Felt like I might need both, and getting the second one was part of the setup, but maybe not. Oh, for fuck's sake. I remember watching someone beat this puzzle, and I don't remember how they do it. Yeah, that is probably the strongest feeling on Earth I can empathize with. Empathize! I feel like my tongue is missing sometimes. I think it was Dolphin. Somebody brought me a level I had played like 6 months earlier, and was like, you literally didn't remember playing it. Emphasize. It makes me think of empanadas, and I really want a little hot apple empanada would be really nice. Okay, little sore face. Okay, spit. No, it's gonna die no matter what. Huh. Bud, what are you doing? Well, I still have the big camera turned on. For free! I had it turned on because they were fighting before, and I wanted to record it if they were doing anything really cute. Yeah, sometimes we get that the second time, sometimes we don't. Yeah, finicky setup. I think this is what we need. The fact that Yoshi is such a wiener about soft dropping is really annoying too. Shit. How do we do this? Yeah, that's weird. Oh, that works. Okay. That's madness. I feel like a lot of valuable things are not super clear here. A lot of important things. That the player may muddle through if they're a little bit familiar with mechanics in total. But the player kind of needs to know you can eat a key if you're standing from further. I feel like showing the player that would make it really clear what their goal is here and would really, really help. Dude, bye, Yoshi. Mario Kartist? Like artist and Mario Kart put together like a portmanteau? Or just somebody who's way into Mario Kart. How you doing? Okay, and now for something completely different. Boy, those bounce. Oh, well that's easy. I can just damage boost my way through them too. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, glad to have a checkpoint. Ah, Yoshi, eat big egg. I'm gonna grab one more big egg here if I can. Oh, no, I cannot. Okay. Will that get me another big egg? Yes. Okay. One of the few who notices Mario Kart and artist things. Yeah, I feel like once you're in your 30s, you just gravitate towards portmanteaus. It's like dad jokes. Just kind of right in there. Haha, I put two words together and it's funny. Okay. I have red Yoshi in this Yoshi's mouth. I don't think he'll swallow another Yoshi. I feel like that's illegal, so let's just leave him like that. That feels like something. Oh, that stuffs it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Unusual setups. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like unusual setups that are relatively sort-outable. Wow. All that cheese was meaningless. I do still feel like the one right before the checkpoint it definitely suffers from not giving the player a hint that they could use. Oh. I am overloaded on sprites. Is that because I brought a Yoshi in? It might be. Let's reload without a Yoshi. Yeah, I still didn't know if it was definitely like I like art and Mario Kart. Or if it was just I like Mario Kart. Okay. We're gonna do that a few times then, maybe? Yeah, looks like. And then we'll lick some pows. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay. Not an actual artist. Idea behind the creation of the name was that I'm good at Mario Kart and that my driving looks like art. Oh. I'm in Wisconsin. And the types of people who think driving is art up here are people who think drunk driving is like a professional skill. Car people up here have ruined cars for me. Okay. Key door. I'm going in the key door. What are we doing here? Red Yoshi? We should bring red Yoshi. I've been seeing a new thing too. Almost once a week now. Probably at least 2 or 3 times a month, I would say. Is a better estimate. Of people. So you have 4-way street, right? You get a green light. So both cars can go straight, but nothing else. You don't have a green arrow for anyone to turn or a yellow arrow to turn if it's safe. Just green light, red left turn arrow. And people will fucking, the second it turns green, they're on the fucking button, right? And they will rip a left in front of oncoming traffic because they know if they start before you get going, you won't start until they're gone. And I see people doing that all the time. And it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Human beings are just going to behave like this now. This is what we're doing. Yeah, I eat those. Oh, okay, springs. It's depressing. Okay, I really hope there's another checkpoint. Yeah, I do think that triple stack there is perfect. That triple stack, hands down, is the toughest puzzle we've seen so far. That is the one. I might be biased because I had never seen that mechanic of the tongue being slightly longer at a rest. Sports. But I do still feel like that is by far the most difficult to comprehend puzzle. And that for the general player, having any demonstration of that would be really healthy. And if there's any room for it, you could show it off, I think, with 250 coins. Or just 2 keys right before a locked door. Only way, yeah. Well, people running reds happens all the time, too. People are going to get the shit T-boned out of them, but we just had a major pandemic. People doing things that might be deadly 1% of the time, people have no capacity for risk assessment. So it's just like, oh, that's deadly 1% of the time? Well, I'm rounding down. That means it's fake. Am I doing the boss fight right? It's weird that that makes that noise when you touch, a poison mushroom. Yeah, they'll just blame the person who was doing it. Like, well, what? I mean, it's just one left turn. What's the real harm in doing it? Well, you know, there is real harm in people doing whatever the fuck they want all the time. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I drive defensively and safely. But I do not understand how people can be, like, even worse of an asshole than I am. Every single day. I also don't understand how people can treat driving like a fight so often. Like, they have to get there. And it's just, people are so goddamn weird about driving. I think that's the setup. Oh, there's another claw up there. What's my setup for freeing that claw? Just going under it? Yeah. Okay, oops. Hey, weird boss fight. I think I have all the pieces figured out, and they're all stuff we've touched so far, and it's right after the checkpoint, which all helps kind of feel around in the dark, get it figured out. Some asshat decided to take the front end off of your favorite car 5 years ago by running a red. Be over a year for the insurance to sort everything out. Yeah, go figure. Another 2 years to sort out the medical bills. Yeah. Ex of mine got just absolutely fucking ruined by a drunk driver, but ended up getting like $1 million out of it. And weirdly, somehow insurance paid her out. Because the guy had no goddamn money. He was like the deadbeatiest of deadbeats. Oops. I released a mushroom. So I feel like that's basically the best possible. How did I release it again? Oh my god, come back here, Yoshi. Best possible outcome? So many people just, it's miserable. It's just miserable. It's all miserable. And the people most often doing the drunk driving too, especially here in Wisconsin, get away with insanity. Yeah, just let it happen. Yeah, not having a safe spot at all makes this setup a little awkward. I have no capacity to try and cycle the mushrooms at all. And I have almost infinite damage boost, but they're dependent on my positioning and Yoshi positioning. So far, it feels awkward. Yeah, it's very easy to get into just a totally chaotic situation like that. The cops got there, they said I cut them off, and they had a green... Yeah, every time. Every time. The number of people who lie to save their own asses. What are my next steps here? Oh, Fire Yoshi. Okay, I see it. Yeah, it's a super, super awkward, tight, tiny little room for you to set up this type of puzzle in. Especially since it looks like I'm doing 3 cycles, 6 hits total. Lucked out, the person sitting behind me stayed to talk. Yeah, that's nice. Because if they have to actually canvass for witnesses half the time, I mean, that's the thing that you talk about a lot in, when I was going to school for, criminal law, criminal justice, forensic science. Everybody makes up everything. And they're sure they remember it. People just forget everything and make stuff up. Like, that's not just a, I have bad memory and I'm projecting thing. People just do that. The number of times, like, a half dozen people will insist a car was black, and a half dozen people will absolutely insist it was beige, it's crazy. Yeah, dash cams. Dash cams are so goddamn nice. And if your car doesn't come with one, they're pretty cheap. Oh, sneezing hurts like hell. Oh, that sucked. Oh. I need to get a rear dash cam. Yep. Yeah, if you're on the money with, like, every part of this, then it's way less annoying. And I think that's one of those things that's really hard to access as the creator, is that if you're doing all of this exactly right, it's infinitely less annoying. But when you're muscling it out, like I was, it's incredibly annoying to do correctly. It's one of those things that, like, oops. Like having a power-up before a checkpoint, but that you can't get after the checkpoint. Or a power-up at the beginning of a level that doesn't have a power-up after the checkpoint, so that if a player makes no mistakes, they're actually in an advantage position by not making a mistake. And I feel like, even if your goal isn't to make an accessible level, that's still a mistake, even if you're going for high difficulty. Do I kill him with bones? Sweet. I'm gonna bring hot Yoshi. Yeah, I have these dash cams that a buddy of mine recommended that work pretty well, and they're cheap and they're cool. And they have a kit that lets them plug into an unused fuse in your fuse box, which is really cool. The back one is supposed to be able to plug into the taillights if I buy the back kit, but I didn't buy the back kit. I'm really annoyed with the idea of buying a rear rear cam when I have a backup cam, and the backup cam just can't be my other cam. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Kia? Nope. They know how much people want to steal Kias. Yeah, I will say that overall I like it. It's a level from 2022 that I'm guessing has a lot of likes on it, like your levels tend to have. And you're not going to go back and work on it, but I still really think it's worth doing. It might be worth coming back to and trying to figure out a way to communicate to the player what you expect of them in the pre-CP1 puzzle. And then maybe to just find a way to loosen up the boss fight. Maybe just having the mushrooms hopping out of pits. Like have a couple of 2-tile pits that they can fall into. So they slow down and they approach a little bit. Will definitely give somebody a little bit more room to work. Or just give the player a safe space to watch the puzzle before they have to start playing it. I feel like that would be really helpful too. But overall, pretty good. Pretty clever use of Yoshi stuff. Pretty clever theme with a lot of fun stuff going for it. But worth fixing. Oh, and the title card there too. That one spot had a lot of potential for spaghetti. That was really annoying. Okay, Derty. Let's see what you got. Don't have a backup cam in your vehicle, so if you buy another one, going to buy one with a backup cam. Yeah, the backup cam is amazing. It is unbelievable how nice it is to have a backup cam. And I'm constantly annoyed that because I have a Kia Soul, so the fucking dipshit idiots love that shit. And they got so much attention on TikTok because brain rot, blah, 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 Zoomers, fuck off. Stop watching auto-playing videos. For the love of God, I don't understand how people can do that. That should make you feel bad. You should feel bad. You should feel bad and regret. You should feel like post-nut clarity shame from watching auto-playing videos. Dodd9PW. But man, the fucking Kia idiots got so much goddamn attention, and it turned into a whole thing, and now I'm constantly worried about my car getting stolen. No way my truck has cameras. Yeah, they're really nice now. Pretty much in everything. Anything you haven't played? We've played all the recent ones. You haven't uploaded anything since 2022. That's sad. I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you're still interested in Mario Maker. But I'm also sad people don't make stuff. Derty's Time Trial 6? That is a clear rate. Oh, 1.88. No, it looked worse. Worse than it was. Oh. No! 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 Don't do upside down levels. I hate you. Oh. I hate you. Oh. Started looking at new trucks. Took one for a test drive, and the thing. Oh yeah. Modern cars will have a lot. If you get like a Tesla, if you can stomach driving something from that total fucking dipshit, these things have like 1,000 cameras. 10 seconds. Okay, we got a boogie. Okay, we're doing precision but not deadly precision platforming with some pretty clean indicators. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, I think the truck was interesting. The fact that the actual like regular Teslas are a boring 2-seater or 4-seater sedan, like, what are you doing? You're trying to change the world? You're trying to send rockets into space, you fucking dipshit? Like, even before all the alt-right super meme idiot shit where he fell down the fucking pole hole, it annoyed me that the Teslas were so boring, but at least people were buying them, so maybe that was the thought. The Cybertruck was more interesting, but has seemed ill-fated since they threw a ball at it and the window broke, and at this point, I don't think I could reasonably consider a Tesla just because the guy is so erratic and stupid that I don't want to give him money. Gonna take a quick shower. Feel free to play my stage if it comes out faster than expected. I usually check if people are there. If it says you're not there, I'll move on. It's also slow, so I may also just play. But that's kind of the social contract. You stay for the level. Or you meander over to Discord. That is what I should be telling people. Well, I need to have the bot respond to leave. Have bot respond to leave with Discord queue information. So if people do want to leave, but they still actually want feedback, they can drop it on the Discord queue, and then once I have their Discord, I can drop them a timestamp to the VOD, which I was doing for troll level people yesterday. And I'm so glad I talked to Box about that. I don't know if he's still burbed. But at some point I talked to him about pinging people. I don't remember the exact conversation, but he made a good point that people just generally want to ping because they want feedback. To me, it always felt like telling someone I'm playing their level is like being like, please watch me, give me numbers, blah, blah, blah. But most people just want feedback. Had a bunch of fun conversations with people about their levels today while I was working, which was a really nice way to stay engaged too. Barnstorm, how you doing tonight? Yeah, there's the Discord. There's like 30 people in there. Ow! Ugh. I make myself laugh and it hurts. My face is falling apart, but otherwise I'm surviving. Okay. I understand this jump, and I hate it so much. Let me find something that makes me less angry. What do we spend on that? Oh, my thing didn't catch the level even. I don't know how long you spent on that. Piranhas, 34 seconds. Less insane clear rate. I always see stuff like 5 days late. Yeah, I'm the exact same way. I was super involved in a couple of Discords for a while years back. And I don't know what it was, but like it got hard to engage socially in Discord with large groups. Sometime in the pandemic. I don't know what happened because I have always like I'll get fired up. I'll type in paragraphs. I will ruin conversations sometimes. I know I'm that kind of person on paper. I need to catch him a little bit more on the right. But it just became harder in the pandemic, and I never really like re-engaged with Discord in that way. I still check my Discord and have notifications on. I have a work one that I'm active-ish in. I don't have a tight timer. I can just hover and hit it back. Thanks for dropping something in there. Barnstormer. Looking at gas vehicles, our complex doesn't support electric vehicles. That's too bad. Plug-in hybrids can still be a cool future-proof-ish option, and there's still a lot of traction for plug-in hybrids like now. Like, people still like the idea. Nope, I have to just get them right on the first hit. And then it's still a gas vehicle, but you can plug it in and get some battery going. Or just hybrids too, like a Prius. I feel like those are really good middle ground. But I mean, yeah, I know how you feel. I just bought a Kia Soul in 2022, 2023, 2022. Because the things that happened. I had a car I bought from an ex's dad who did car stuff, and the fuel lines were rusted out, and there's no fixing it. It was just not something that was going to be fixable, not reasonable. So Heidi let me buy her car, and the fuel lines were rusted out and fell apart within like a month or something, like hilariously bad, and just absolutely fell apart on me. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to spend a couple grand on a decent car I can drive around and have some fun with, something that I like, because I'm not poor. I'm not rich, but I could afford to spend a couple grand on a friggin' car. And I found Astrovan that a buddy of mine recommended up in the UP, up in northern Michigan, north of Wisconsin. And I went up and bought the van, and it was real nice. It was a cool Astrovan. It was holed out, so there was space to dick around in there. And bought it. Immediately had the transmission fail. The guy was like, oh, oops, sorry. No way I could have known, blah, blah, blah. I'm an idiot. Take it to a transmission place. I'm like, you guys do inspections? Can you please do an inspection? Let me know if you don't recommend the work be done. Just double check that there's no other catastrophes here and let me know. They said there weren't. They replaced the transmission for like $3,000 more. Then I bring it to my regular mechanic who doesn't do transmission stuff to, I don't remember what it was. He was doing something under it that they had to lift it up. And when he did that, he discovered that the entire suspension system was basically nothing. Like the thing that held the body onto the frame was just wood. The guy had painted 2x4s black and drilled them in, and then the body was sitting on them. And so lifting the car up the way they were lifting it was ripping the van apart, and he was like, no, I will not work on it. I will not touch it. I will not even move it out of the showroom. You get this out of here. And at that point, I was so fucking angry at the bad luck I had had with every single car over the course of like 3 goddamn months that I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm buying a new car. And I've never had a new car before, but it's really nice for it to not fall apart every 6 months. Anything that isn't falling apart every time I get it, yeah. Yeah, and I will say that is, I mean, I'm paying $300 a month and then $500 a year for car insurance. But it's nice to get really good gas mileage, and I always wanted a Kia Soul. Because they feel nice on the inside. Like, it's the right... I like trucks because it feels like I'm a good distance away from the windshield. Because in most sedans, the windshield, when you're 6 feet tall, feels like it's like this. Like, it's right here, and then you're touching the ceiling. Trucks, you have a more flat windshield. And some tiny, fake SUVs, like Kia Soul, stuff like that. It also feels nice, and it varies depending on the car, but the Kia Soul felt really nice on the inside, so I wanted one. Well, time to get those ad blockers updated. I haven't looked in a while. I think TTV LOL Pro is still the good one. There was a release last month. I probably need to update it. It hasn't been flooded with negative reviews. But yeah, you never know. Twitch is always having problems. Okay, well, at least I'm hitting it consistently now. Too dumb. Too dumb for level. It's 9. I gotta drink this coffee. If I was smart, I would have made a hot coffee. I don't have hot coffees often, but hot coffee would have been real nice. That was fucking weird. Stream Elements. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, Stream Elements? Oh yeah, speaking of which, did the other ping go off? The go live thing go off? Yes, it did. Good, I fixed it. I just need to log back in and disable and enable the notification. Oh shit! Did the stream cut out? Did I drop a bunch of frames? Oh, it says I only dropped 89 frames. Did I cut out for you guys, or did Twitch cut out? Let me take a look at their tool for it. What is it called? Stream Analyzer? What do they call their analyzer tool? Twitch Inspector. Inspector.twitch.tv. Hang on one sec while I look at this. You had the stream offline screen for a sec? Yeah, Stream Elements pumped that I was live again too, but I'm not showing dropped frames for render or lag. Oh, the Dinobot just went off again too. Yeah, actually it might have fucked up. Up a thing in there. And let me take a look at the inspector. I just want to see if it was me or them. Oh, I can take a look at one other thing too. I'm not going to do this for you guys because there's tons of PII. I did not lose network connectivity. Yeah, I did not lose network connectivity. I had an outage for 50 seconds. Wow. And chat was still connected. Weird. It looks like it was a Twitch problem, but it seems like it's okay now. Okay. But yeah, the end of the Astrovan thing, I had the transmission replaced. I asked them to do an inspection. They definitely did not. I really should see if I can sue them, at least for the price of the transmission they didn't need to put in. Because my regular mechanic that I used to do IT work for mechanic work with, they discovered that the van was held together with wood. The guy had replaced the things that hold the body to the frame with just wood that he basically crammed in there. If I got in any type of collision at all, front or back collision, the whole body would have slid right off the frame. The guy refused to drive it out of the mechanic thing. He was like, I'm not touching it. You drive it out of the garage. Like, he wouldn't even drive it into the parking lot. He didn't want to touch it ever again. And I was so angry at that point. I think I spent $4,000 or $5,000 on the van and then $3,000 on the transmission. And the transmission people were supposed to inspect it, and they didn't. And then I bought a new car. Then I bought a Kia Soul, and I really like it. I really like the Kia Soul. And then I was rambling about liking the Kia Soul because the windshield isn't dumb. It wasn't very interesting. You didn't miss much. I'm glad there was a checkpoint. Oops. Yeah, I wanted one for a really long time. When I was doing worse in life and had bad credit, I was trying to get a loan for one through a company called Road Loans. And they charge $1,500 service fee. They tried to pass on to the dealership. The dealership tried to pass it on to me. And then I was like, oh, that's illegal. Yeah, I looked it up and was like, that's illegal. If there's a fee like that, you can't pass it on to me. And the guy literally just closes the folder and he's like, we don't take road loans then, sorry. And that was the end of that, and I was pissed about that forever. I really like little tiny like mini SUVs, fake SUVs. Hatchbacks that are lying about what they are. How the fucked it. I hesitated. I really like when the instead of the front glass being like this and then being the ceiling being really close to your head, the glass comes up more like that, and then the ceiling's a little higher, and it feels less crowded. Feels less cramped. That was what stood out to me about the Kia Soul and all the other cars in roughly the same class that I test drove. The only other things that feel like that are trucks, and I don't really want a truck or an SUV. I want a truck now that I have a house and have to fix stuff all the time. Didn't need a truck at first. And on check engine light for the entire time I've owned it, yeah. Well, in these days, even those days, even in the 90s and the aughts, it could have just been like, we're going to make sure the check engine light never turns off after 200,000 miles. Meanwhile, we just don't do diesel vehicles anymore. Diesel vehicles last so goddamn long. Back. Welcome back. You didn't miss much. The stream went down for a sec, but it seems okay now. Where's my little colored squares down here? It looks like they stopped doing colored squares and I just have a kilobits thing, recording thing, and that's it. Yeah. Missed the colored squares, OBS. Been over 5 years, yeah. One place, like if you're so angry that you just want to know and you would pay to know, the one place that probably could give you a readout on why it's actually on is the dealership that the car came from, or that makes those types of cars, should be able to actually get a good readout. Oh, you know why it's on? It's an evap leak. Well, fill up your evap's. Quit having a leak evap, but no one can find the leak. That's annoying. I had a vac leak in a 70s Merc that I had for a while. That was just a fucking nightmare to chase down. Smoke test, there's no leak, so it's a magic leak. Now, a lot of times it's just that too. But it's still annoying because then you have no idea that if there is a minor issue that you can just ignore that's causing the light, you're not going to know if another issue comes up. They make code scanners that you can leave plugged in that'll tell you if there's new codes, but those are often really annoying too because there's often a lot of codes when it starts up and then they self-clear and sucks. Cars suck. I feel like this is never lined up in a way that's convenient, unless I'm doing it wrong or entering wrong. Let's see here. My face hurt. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I need to do to get the right setup on that rising Pirahna plant. I just kind of wish he was in the right position. Let's see, if I soft jump out of here... Nope, that's not it. So there's definitely... I definitely have to delay on the way in. Yeah, I don't know what the setup is there for that to be clean. Yeah, $800 to remove a couple of bolts because working on something full of gasoline is annoying. It's usually not even that hard, especially in a truck. It's usually not that hard at all to work on, but it's just one of those things that you pay out the ass to deal with. Well, you know, gasoline's dangerous. Yeah, you got a pump back there that gets it out. I know you do. 10K on the thing in the past year or two? Yeah, I mean, that's a down payment on a decent car. Some new cars are like 20K, 25K. You can get an okay truck for like 50K. That's like a quarter of a truck. Stop throwing good money after bad. Well, need a truck? We have a camper. Nice. I like campers. That was why I liked the Astrovan so much. It was all holed out in the back, and I was going to make a little micro camper to, you know, just have a nice place to sleep when we go camping. I love cooking outside. Like, I don't want to be Mr. Glamper or anything. I'd love a camper with a stove in it, but I really love cooking outside. But having a nice place to sleep when I'm camping would be fucking great. My back is not a huge fan of blow-up mattresses. Barely drive my car since COVID. Can't be good for it. Yeah. I think... I'm not an expert. I'm not even remotely an expert, but I think the general advice is try to run it once a month. And there's some stuff you're supposed to do if you're actually going to store it and not drive it at all. Anything but sleep in the camper, yeah. Yeah, and it's nice to have a decent covered place to hang out in, like, inclement weather, too. And it happens. One year, a couple of years back, we went camping, and it just, out of nowhere, it poured. There was no warning. It wasn't supposed to pour. And it was, like, 50, so it was decent, like, nighttime weather for autumn camping, but not for suffering in the rain. And it turned into one of those things where I got so angry that I couldn't get the fire going, that I just... I had Heidi go and get one of those covered, like, tent cover things that you can have a fire under, but it blocks the rain. And I just went for it. And I did get the fire going. I got it going under some sticks and a coat, basically. And then was able to get enough coals going that I could start cooking, but I was so angry. I don't think I've ever been so angry in the rain. I don't think I've ever been so angry at camping before in my life, but it was one of those motivating angers where I was like, no, this is happening. I'm not losing to rain. But it was miserable. We did not get out to do any camping last year, which sucked. Heidi used all of her PTO on going to Japan. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to get pissed off dreading having to deal with that first piranha plant there. I really wish that piranha plant was lined up in a way that made sense to me. And that I could get into that without a delay. I feel like this whole post CP1 area needs a kiss. Starting to get mad. One more, and I'll move on. Well, yeah, that whole setup there is just really irritating. It could work, and the first bit worked and flowed really well when we were actually hitting it right. But that second bit there, either I'm missing it or it's nasty. It's that up nasty. Shia, you still there? Let's see what you got for me. Dodd. No. MQQ. 51M. MRKF. My mom's tent camping story. She woke up in the middle of the night and the tissue box floated by her. Woke my dad up. They packed up everything in the pouring rain and tried to sleep in the car. That leaked too. So they drove home in the rain with a leaky car. That sucks. So she refused to go camping after that. That sucks. A TV is nice. I will say, I love being outside, but part of being outside is I'm going to be hiking all day. I love hiking. I love kayaking, that shit. But, you know, at night, if it's a small group, yeah, we're going to play video games and have a fire and eat and play video games with a little portable TV. And with a large group, then we're going to get totally wasted and play Mario Party with and do the same thing. Floating tissues. They had a little boogie in them. I assumed floating on water, not on ghosts. Easier than that level. All right. 2 out of 1,400? Bro. I mean, we'll take a look, but if it's super annoying or super high difficulty, I'm going to get annoyed and move on. My face is falling apart, and I have a much lower tolerance for being annoyed. And I see Hammer Bros already. Don't do sniper swamps. If you want to make trolls in a troll level, make a troll level. But trolls generally don't have a great place in haha hard level, and that's all this is. This isn't even Kaizo. This is... I'm trying to do the most annoying thing I can put together. Yeah, let's look at it in the viewer here. Ooh, yeah, little Timmy. Little Timmy, Tim and his Tims. Okay, browser. Okay, so we got 2 sniper swamps. We got a bunch of hammer bros. We have a Kaizo block, because of course we do. And then just a little tiny bit of... Not even really precision platforming, just annoying stuff. Hey! Oh, I did not tune the audio for that. Was that too loud? Red, thanks a lot for the sub, bud. That's like 1,000 months. That's like $200. A Bezos bucks. Right in my business. Thanks a lot, bud. Appreciate it. How you doing tonight, Red? Yeah, it's just Timmy shit. That's just Timmy shit. There's nothing interesting to that either. Nobody wants to play levels like these. And if you're still making Mario Maker levels, man, you should make good levels. Like, you should try to make something more interesting. New robot voice is very quiet, but the sound was fine. Okay, I might need to turn the TTS thing up on there. I had the Grand Pooh Bear thing forever, and I just felt like the luster was gone, so I just grabbed the credits theme and stapled stuff onto it. I like that. I thought that worked good. All right, Mario Kartist, you still there? There we go. WNW. Bot says you're there. B says you're there. WNW. Ooh, yeah, thanks a lot for the sub, Nico. 42. You're almost to 69, I guess. I have to adjust the 420 thing on the sub goal too. I just set it to 420 as the next goal so that I wouldn't have to do anything really soon if somebody gifted a bunch of subs. But now I'm gonna make it less crazy. I do think Yoshi's Island, but Drink If You Die would be really, really fun. 9CG. That was really fun for Mario 3, and I feel like it'd be really fun for Yoshi's Island because it's hard to die, but especially if you're clumsy, there's a lot of instant death stuff later on in the game. 20-minute Osu Mania map. 200 peepees? Like genitals? Is that the currency in the game? Is that they give you little wieners? I'm pretty sure people who are way into Osu have little wieners. Alright, Bowser's Fury. A spectacular auto level taking place in Bowser's most dangerous castle. Well, I'm gonna just push the button and let it play. Being an auto level after being annoyed. Yeah, I'm sure the guy I yelled at bailed already. But if you do want to make a hard level, you also want it to be engaging one way or the other. Okay, we're looping back through. Thankfully, it's a little messy, but it works. It's a level. Doing an auto level with Meowser's kind of interesting. I would have felt like Meowser is random enough that it could screw it up, but if the player does know inputs, you should be able to predict everything Meowser does. I don't know if Meowser has true RNG, or if it's just feels like he does because he's so dynamic. And it's over. But yeah, it works. Yeah, there's a level viewer. Here's a link to the current level, just because that's the one I have up here. That lets you view levels, and it can save you a lot of trouble. It can be really nice when you're playing stuff in Endless. And it should have levels pretty much instantly after they're uploaded, or very close to instantly, so it's a really, really nice utility generally. Not true RNG, tested a ton to make sure it works. Well, I know the RNG in Mario Maker is loaded by player inputs, so you can get, like, reliable behavior out of Magic Koopa if the player is always holding the same directions for the same amount of time or something like that. I read some huge thing. I did not hear about TF2 64-bit. Are they actually fixing Team Fortress 2 and figuring out a way to deal with all the nonsense that was ruining it? Because that would be pretty cool. But yeah, so I didn't know if 3D World Bowser has some directional input RNG stuff the same way Magic Koopa does, or if he just seems random because he's really dynamic based on player position and what his AI does. Somewhere out there somebody knows, but I feel like they have moved on from Mario Maker by this point. Click Troll Maker. Working on RNG Magic Koopa trolls? That sounds fun. Oh, that sounds fun. I hope I get to see that. For the follow? Colby Cosg. Oh, that's a fake account for sure, huh? Account created in 2020. Oh, maybe not. Colby Cosg. It looks like a fake account. I hope you have a level for me. And not that you're here to tell me about how I could have more. How I could have more viewers. Ooh, or buy emotes. Absolutely not fake. That's good. You know, there's a lot of random letters in there, so I'm sure you see where I'm coming from. But then I saw it was created in 2020. I was like, nope, that's a long ass time ago. Manufacturer. I hope I can see the setups he's made when the level exists. And some water. Oh. Oh. Contractor Valve hired, and the only guy that still works on it has been working on porting it to a new Source 1 version. Port it to Source 2. What are you doing?
Spaghetti meatballs.
GetMoreViews.com. Marble Madness. Oh, cool. Yeah. I remember you mentioning this. Marble Madness. Marble Madness was a crazy game. I have the level viewer up like 20 times. Close some of these. Cool. Oops. Heading to bed. Thanks for playing. Yeah, thanks a lot for bringing it by. I do viewer levels Mondays and Wednesdays, and I do troll levels and viewer troll levels on Tuesdays. Every week at, whatever, 90 minutes earlier than right now. Sports. I might start doing Super Mario World on Wednesday. I've been working on a ROM hack. I feel like I want to start horning in on that a little bit. Diversify a little bit. If Mario Maker's going to be slow, we'll make it a little easier to focus on. I'm hoping that if I do a little less Mario Maker, I will get more Mario Maker stuff when I do it. Phoebe, thanks for dropping something in there. We'll be right after this one. You see, it could be Mario Monday. I mean, Monday works for Mario Maker, Mario World. World works on Wednesday, but I want to do whatever day is slower for viewer levels, but I think it's Wednesday. This is cool. I like this. Bot problem Eric knows about, but no one else is helping other than the contractor, and he can't do anything about it. That sucks. I feel like it would be worth it for Valve to port it to, like, to literally Counter-Strike to it. If I can port that shit, to Source 2 or whatever engine Counter-Strike 2 is using. Oops, fucked it. Make a whole shitload of new content, a bunch of new DLC and, or whatever, a bunch of new events and scheduled shit. And then trickle it out for like 2 years or whatever, and then you don't have to, you know, maintain it forever, but you have a lot of new content. It would just be nice. And then also do modern anti-cheat. Yeah, considering how much work they put into Team Fortress 2 and how long, like, TF2 memes were a part of Valve culture and, like, Valve's clout, was how well maintained that game was. It's so weird that they've more or less just given up, like, die on the vine. But I'm guessing they just, compared to what they make on stuff like CSGO 2, CS2, whatever the hell it's called now, the amount of money they're making just doesn't matter. Hate Valve's politics? Yeah. Well, I hate Valve's monopoly. I like Valve's flat org structure. I like Valve as a company in a lot of ways. But Valve's ridiculous 30% that they charge every single developer with no exception, except for big developers. Bethesda leaked that they were paying like 18% or something. And they've done like bribe transactions with rich people to give them a way better deal. But for little devs, no, it's 30% or nothing. Which sucks. Oops, that was wrong. And the 30% that Valve is taking on everything means Valve doesn't have to bother developing. I have no idea what their fucking developers do all day. Because why would they need to do anything other than maintain the platform? It's a money printer. And they have the market cornered so successfully that they don't need to do anything other than get fat and hibernate. And exist as the champion. Microsoft got their dick bit off for including Internet Explorer. And man, after that, the country was just like, nope, we don't care. We do not care about monopolies. Yeah, Alex only released because of the index. And Alex ended on yet another cliffhanger after being excellent but not enough. And it's just Valve's constant heartbreak. That's what you get from Valve, is you get constant heartbreak. I really feel like the right choice for... The music industry is not a good place to compare anything to. The music industry is terrible for artists. Especially small artists. 30% might be reasonable, but I'm sure their costs have gone down and their profits have gone up. And they could definitely afford to charge less. Even if they weren't making games or whatever. But I think that they would really, really benefit from charging nothing or next to nothing, having a small listing fee, like $100 or whatever. Or say $1,000, but it comes out of your sales as 30% of your sales, and then you don't pay anything else until you do over, say, 10,000 in sales. I would imagine that their profits on very low success games are very, very small. But if you're only making 10,000, losing 3,000 of that to Valve sucks. It would just be nice if they had real competition. It's not like I like the Microsoft Store or Epic or any of the other dickheads out there. The Itch app is fine, but it's kind of crappy. But nobody can afford to be competitive with Valve. It's not possible. And that sucks too. That's literally the problem with monopolies. Yeah, Valve isn't shipping products. Valve does not ship products. Valve rarely will produce something, usually to tie into something else. I'm really happy about the Steam Deck, and I'm really happy about... that's what's weird, too, is they're privately owned, so they're not even beholden to shareholders. So you'd think that profit-losing passion projects would be a big part of it, that they would be okay with risking their clout because they're making infinite money anyway. So if Portal 3 is a little bad, they'll still be making infinite money. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. I mean, it does. They already have an infinite money printer. And why the hell would you do work if you're getting paid not to work? Well, not even just... I'm not familiar with Taylor Swift fighting with or dealing with the music industry, but even, like, small artists getting, like, absolutely fucked on, like, a band of, like, 31 Knots did a Pandora thing, and I found them through Pandora, and I was happy they were on there. And the guy wrote it up at one point, talking about it, like, that he definitely got a lot of exposure through that shit. But, it made nothing. And I know Spotify pays, like, nothing to artists. And I mean, music piracy is easy and rampant, which sucks also for artists. But then on top of that, the amount of money that they're giving, that they have to give up just for all the facets of getting music out there these days, it's crazy. It's crazy that it's profitable for anyone beyond it being a passion project. I'm losing trouble here. Want to be paid to not work. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it's less nice to get like an emergency call at 2 in the morning and have to respond to it. That sucks. But it is really nice to actually have time to be like, man, I want to make these systems better. I'm just going to work on that this week. Because I have like 2 hours of work to do each day anyway. What do you think about music reactions? I don't know what that means. Are there reaction streamers who listen to music and just go, oh yeah, oh, this is good. I like the noises. Because if there are, I hate everything. I mean, I'm sure that's a thing. I just hope that's not like a big thing. Oh. Exactly that? That sounds horrible. I desperately hope at the very least that the viewer, the watcher, can also hear the music. It's not like expected to be some type of listening party type of thing, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was, especially Twitch-based. But that also sounds like a really stupid way to, I don't know, for influencer culture to propagate in an even dumber way. Okay, less dumb here. Less dumb. Less dumb! Where am I going? Oh my god. That is fucked. I'm sure you don't want to do a coin trail for audio reasons anyway. But I feel like, and I see the arrows, but I feel like a little clearer guidance and that I definitely need to move right away there would be helpful. Or maybe letting me land on something. Oh, because the pullback there, balancing that right, getting that just right is really tough. They do hear? The audience hears? Yeah, I mean, okay. It's hard to share music and discuss music with people. Finding a way to do that, I guess, is better than watching other people's YouTube videos and reacting to that. But it also still seems like a really lazy way to promote music versus having the music in a video that has content. I don't know. Weird. It's weird. The idea of watching other people interact with things and then you basing your decisions around their opinions is bizarre. I recognize the hypocrisy there, but I also encourage people to argue with me or have their own opinions. Is that it? Oh my god. I would like progress, please. Oh no, 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 no. Official Mortius is a React streamer, but he's also a trained acapella artist. Okay, so he's probably got a golden ear. That's a talent. If you have a real good reason, like a actual, whatever, doctorate in music or something real to contribute other than I like music, and is giving, feedback, that's a cool thing to do. Is it as tough as the original Marble Madness game? I mean, it feels like it. Yeah, I mean, my initial thought was through the lens of, make it easier to see cat cam. I can do that. And catnip and more catnip. Okay, hang on, we're going to do it so lazy. Okay, there's the big cat cam. Putt's just asleep, though. Oh. Where did I put the catnip? I've lost the catnip. Oh, Shadi, how you doing tonight? Oh, it's on the floor. Right, we're doing it lazy. Don't look at me with one eye. That was. You guys can see my arm, right? Here's my hand, the catnip. I'm just gonna rub it into Pud. No, come here. Pud, why are you being so weird? This fucking cat. Oh. He's had too many drugs. He was doing a dream. Now he's afraid of fingers. He's being weird. Reviews on things before I buy them, it depends. Well, and I mean the initial thought there that I was approaching that from is like the lazy reaction content streamers, where their whole thing is basically just consuming other people's work so they have something to do on stream. Someone dedicating themselves to providing criticism and feedback is an interesting angle. That's just being a reviewer. Somebody listening to music and being like, yeah, man, I vibe with this. This is good. You guys like this? That's not really content. That's not really a dialogue. Oh. As for looking up reviews before I buy stuff, it kind of goes both ways. I don't want to absorb too much of other people's thoughts on stuff. Like if something looks good to me, I'm gonna take the gamble, especially if it's on Steam, and try it out before I take a look at anything other than like numerical reviews or seeing that it's mostly positive, mostly negative, or whatever on Steam. Like Only Up was a good example. I didn't read any reviews or anything. I watched a little bit of Grand Pooh Bear playing only up, and I thought the platforming looked really fun. I recognized that it was obviously a stupid content game. Why is my heater turning on? I recognized it was a stupid content game, but it actually looked really fun, the little bit of it that I saw. If I had read reviews, it might have scared me off of it. Because it was bad. It was filled with NFTs, and it was stupid, and there were huge gaps in the fun parts of the platforming, and the AI-generated nonsense was just terrible. I mean, a lot of it was terrible. And it could have been better. Any asshole could have made a better game. And I literally mean any asshole. Start doing reaction stream to other Mario Maker streamers. I have a really bad meme idea for reaction content that you guys will see eventually. Yeah, the NFT stuff was stupid. Oh my god, there was so much wrong with it. And I literally mean anybody could have done better. If you picked up Unity right now, and in the spirit of getting over it, started making a vast assemblage of found objects into a level that the player platformed through with an off-the-shelf platforming engine, and even if you still used AI to generate, like, your voice lines, if you took a little bit of time, you could do a better job on it than that game, instantly. I'm surprised more people haven't. Still the best Android on Windows program? What, was it developed for Android somehow? Other YouTube streamer that I watch is Tank the Tech, who is a roadie in the music industry. Yeah, see, somebody involved directly too. That's a unique angle. That's having a good reason to be involved there. Yeah, I'm over here picturing somebody like Asmon Gold, or one of those idiots who all they do is yell at Reddit and like put stuff on and eat while they watch it. I was imagining that, but with music. I'm sure there are people who are doing that who are dogs too. I'm sure there are people doing reaction content that is less stupid. Android subsystem for Windows, bud. I've used the Android subsystem for Windows for a ton of apps. I haven't used it for any games, but I've used it for a ton of apps, and it's fucking awesome. Oh, I hate that waggle. Oh, flipping BlueStacks, dude. Okay. I missed it. I missed the BlueStacks thing. I didn't know what you meant about BlueStacks. Yeah, there aren't a lot of good options, but I would definitely check out, for both of you, the Windows subsystem for Android. It's fucking cool. After it's set up, you can just install APKs and run them. It's awesome. Oh, I fucked everything. Dumping Windows across the board now that they're forcing AI. Well, it's going to be hard to get away from it. Got scum on the bottom. That's pretty gross. Oh. Well, I don't think I would be... I'm too scatterbrained to do something like reaction videos. Now, someone who definitely isn't me in a costume, watching videos made by insane people about enlarging your dick, that is a funny idea. You guys will see. I got some stuff I'm working on. I just gotta get it put together. Progress. Oh my god, not progress. You use Arch, by the way? Yeah, I mean, Windows has had a weird penchant for pushing it recently, to the point where it's annoying. That with Windows 10, they started really hard on pushing their stupid goddamn new update policies, where they're just like, if we think you're not using the machine, we're just gonna reboot it on you, fuck you. And it's gotten better over time. They started pushing the shit out of Modern Standby, and it's just a fucking catastrophe that they mostly haven't fixed. Well, these are all full jumps? That's good to know. But there's almost always a way to fix it, or make it do what you want. Yeah, I mean, I probably could make content yelling at stuff and just being angry at things that make me angry. But I also feel like finding things that make me angry to engage with my anger in an inorganic way would just make me the worst. It would make me so angry all the time. That's how you turn into one of those, like, weird yelly people. I have been collecting these... I don't even know how to describe it. These videos that are, like, 45-minute long infomercials that are positioned on web pages that are trying to trick you into buying supplements that are supposed to make your dick bigger. And I see them in spam, filtering emails and that kind of stuff for work. I see them all the time, so I've been collecting and extracting the videos for a while, because me and a couple of buddies will get together in the hot tub and we'll watch these videos, because they're funny. And they start out kind of normal, usually, or with a little story, and then they get increasingly more insane, to the point where it's not even just, like, ridiculous promises, it's an incomprehensible fever dream of madness. Well, let me have it. Like, the last one that I downloaded starts out with this, like, 10-minute long story about how this guy couldn't get his dick hard because of a bombing in Afghanistan, and then he, like, had to do some military work with an archaeologist. The whole thing is just... Oops. Total madness. Total goddamn madness. And they're so goddamn funny. And I've wanted to do something with them for a while that makes fun of them, but gives me a platform to showcase how amazing they are, because I've got like 8 hours of them at this point. Yeah. That worked. Almost worked. I'm bad at it. Maybe. It was weird, because that one too, that video, the most recent one, seems like it was micro-targeted at Asians, and Heidi was the one who actually found it, so it made me wonder, like, are they really doing this? And do they think Heidi's a boy? What is the not stupid way to do that? I'm definitely doing it wrong, but I also definitely need to not hang on to the bomb. Yeah, weird. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do correctly there. Well, I know up... Oh, am I supposed to go under the goddamn Pirahna plant? I do not go under the Pirahna plant. Roll the bomb earlier. No. That was too early. Oh. No. Throw at the Pirahna just earlier. Okay. There we go. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I was just I had a couple of clinks and I was like, oh, is that what's happening now? Is this my life? But no, I was just doing it wrong. Oh, Marble Madness. Marble Madness had crazy intense music. Okay, Box, you might get a kick out of this. Some of you guys all might, but I've been doing some Lunar Magic stuff lately. I really like music in SMC generally anyway. And I asked in the Super Mario World Central Discord, which, by the way, literally like the nicest like people who tell you how to do things ever. Here's a fucking browser. If there was a way for me to just play tracks at random, they were like, yeah, somebody made that. And it's literally the music page on Super Mario World Central. Let me just refresh it. And then you click on radio, and then it's literally, it randomizes every single SMC track uploaded to Super Mario World Central and plays forever. And there's been no stability issues. I've had it running for days, and it's fucking awesome. And it is such a cool way to for me to engage with chip stuff that I can use in ROM hacks that is already ready to listen to. I don't have to do anything; it's already here, so I could just let it play, which has been really cool. That is this. Then you click on radio. There's a link to it. Yeah, it's especially if you like Super Nintendo music, there is so goddamn much stuff in there. And the reason why I thought of it is because a track from a Super Nintendo Toy Story game came on that somebody had just like flat ported over real easy. And I looked it up and man, that fucking game, whatever Super Nintendo Toy Story game that's from, that game had fucking banger, crazy intense music. And especially the second track here really reminded me of that. Like, dude, for a game that was about marbles, Marble Madness had a fucking crazy intense soundtrack. That was why I thought I was doing it wrong earlier. Pud's doing a stretch. Pud's looking at me with one eye closed. Pud, you're a fucking goofball. I gotta move the camera so you guys can see what I see. Oh, yeah, it's been a cool level. I struggled a little bit. I would say that Bob-omb is the only place that could really use some type of feedback or repositioning. Just because if you do have to waggle back, because I was doing mid-jumps, and I just kept missing it. Now I'm fucking it. I'll be back. I'll be here. Oh, I'm gonna ask him. But he said he'll be back. But I'm wondering too if he's planning to fully drop Windows, if he's going to use Linux for gaming, and I would imagine that has changed a lot with Valve's effort for Proton for the Steam Deck, because it's world changing. I was using a Steam Deck for a while. Heidi's main gaming device is still her Steam Deck. She plays on PC. I built her a gaming PC, and she plays stuff on PC, but she picks up the Steam Deck like I'd say 70% of the time. Oops. And the Steam Deck's fucking amazing. I love that handheld computers are just everywhere now. I like the Ally the most out of all of them. Big time. But the fact that Valve made a non-Windows device is so fucking cool. Ooh. No, come on, what? That hurts my brain, dude. My brain! That hurts my brain. Can't smile and laugh this much. I can't tell you guys how much this hurts. I'm glad I streamed. It's been a really good distraction, so I'm not thinking about it constantly, but like it like rips into me. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like if you have a broken bone that you're not thinking about and then somebody like grabs it or slaps it, like a broken pinky or broken little toe, the kind of thing that they can't really cast, so you just suffer. And you're not thinking about it, and it's good, it's fine, and then something pokes it, and it's just everything. It's like it just broke again. That is what this feels like in my face, and like I just randomly get a reminder, like, oh, by the way, you're fucking miserable. Oh, you smiled? Well, guess what? Now you're fucked. Stop smiling again. Fuck. Oh. Was great. Yeah, the flow here, it gets a little tougher afterwards, which makes sense. But the flow here is just dead on, too. It was just great. Storm, I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready to have VIP in every big Mario Maker 3 streamer's channel, because you won't have to do trailers or anything. You'll just get so much natural exposure if you just keep it up, and then Mario Maker 3 comes out, and then you're there. You're ready. You're ready to be the goldenest of golden boys on the top of the popular charts. I'll just remake all your old levels. I mean, that's a good place to start. It's a good place to start. Unless they do something really Nintendo-y and break everything in the new game. That was really weird. I landed on the red block for a second there. Ahead of it looked like. Yeah. Famous videos are really fun. The guy who definitely isn't me in a costume. Doing
like 60 IQ QAnon follower breakdown of how the pills don't work. Talking about the videos, doing like live reaction to the videos, watching them, probably breaking them up into 2 parts probably, and then just doing total stream of consciousness, just random shit, and then just laugh and then just be done with it. Oops. And then the second one, finish the video and then talk about how I took all the giant pills and all it did was make my pee green and nobody's dick got any harder and I'm so angry. Will be really funny. And an opportunity to denigrate the people making these strange videos. And if I get very lucky, get involved in a lawsuit with them, and then I'll get to meet them and be like, can you please just tell me about your process and how these exist and how you guys make like 4 or 5 of these a year, and they keep getting more insane because they're really, I can't stress enough how they're definitely evil. They're made by evil people trying to sell garbage supplements to idiots. Or at least, pretty much evil people. I mean, you're selling snake oil. But they're so insane. They're so unbelievably insane that it is unironically some of the best comedy I've ever seen. Madness had such crazy music. Oh. I'm sure somebody has ported some of this stuff to, yikes, to Super Mario World, to SMC format. I think the NES stuff ports over pretty good. And I feel like Marble Madness stuff would be so good for, like, the worst shell level. I don't really like shell hack stuff too much. It could work really good in, like, a fast Ultra Star level, too. There's not too much after the spike balls. Good to know I did what I do where I make it to the end. I have died 100 times in this level, where I make it to the end and then choke every single time. Oh, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the lineup for that. I know I just need to throw earlier, but I just keep missing it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2 Fire Stage with shell stuff. Cool. Probably cool. I remember all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games had really cool soundtrack on the SNES, but I can't remember anything else about it. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10. Good. I have time to continue grinding this. Did that to myself. Yeah, NES, Super Nintendo, and to a point Game Boy Advance, although the Game Boy Advance sound hardware is so powerful we started to get way more sample-heavy stuff in general, which isn't necessarily bad. But then it was less of a unique sound engine, but NES, SNES in particular had such unusual restrictions on sound production that we had so much unusual and excellent music on those systems. I'm just not doing that right. Need a second. I need a second to fill myself with drugs. Oh, man. Like every smoker ever, I cannot stress enough how much I would really recommend just never touching nicotine. Outside of the trace amounts that's in eggplant and tomatoes and potatoes. There we go. Oh, man. That just doesn't read right on my brain. I know I could just stay on the back one and then catch up with it. Chuck it as soon as you get it. Okay. That's how I died. Yeah, I meant to do some of the penis stuff, last weekend, and the weekend before. Stupid stuff keeps coming up. My big CRT blew up on me, and there are not a lot of 40-inch CRTs still floating around, and we're fixing it, but I really wanted to get on it right away and get stuff ordered. There we go. Fuck me. Nicotine's good for your brain. Your brain loves it. Everything else likes it a lot less. Bye. But especially if it's not inhaled, it's probably not that dangerous for you. Nicotine itself really is not what's so dangerous. It's just really addictive. But that said, its addictive potential definitely can lead to dangerous behavior. But the trace amounts that are in foods is so small that it's unlikely. Fuck! Yeah, I wish I could... I just need to stay on the early balls, maybe, and then it won't feel so bad. Trace amounts are not going to kick off addiction. Otherwise, we'd have people, you know, addicted to tomatoes. Addicted to nightshades. No, there was a lot more. Yeah, maybe do big balls if you can do big balls for that last little marble bit there, or some big balls. One big ball to be like the main leading ball to catch up to or something. Oops. It's entirely possible I'm an idiot. But I wanted to stay backwards so I'm not catching balls that aren't moving in an auto scroller, which is giving me a little bit of trouble. Do big balls. Do big balls, big boy. You know what I want. Oh, back. I'm in bed. Good luck with sleep. So, yeah. So you're bailing on Windows. Are you doing Arch for gaming also, or are you going to boot to Windows for gaming? If you've never dug into it, I think people are still doing... I don't think it's N-Lite anymore, but super trimmed down. Yeah, you missed the big balls. Super trimmed down Windows install specifically for de-windowing, de-Microsofting it as much as possible. I'll be the final PC to switch. Oh, streaming's gonna be tough too. But gaming should be less horrible than it used to be. Please, please, please. Oh, thank God I didn't need that. Nope! Fuck! That's the end! Didn't have space for big balls, but otherwise I probably would have, yeah. Yeah, it just would have been easier to chase. Dylan, how you doing tonight? Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if you had started digging into PC gaming much with Proton, because I imagine even on Arch, all the work Valve has put into Proton should have translated to just regular Linux usage as well, and must make a huge difference in gaming viability on Linux. Except security measures, yeah. I'm sure somebody is maintaining something for that, but I don't know the name of anything offhand. I'm sure it's out there. Something like the old N-Lite packages and 10-Lite packages, that kind of stuff. That said, though, I would imagine Windows 10 will be supported for a long time. I feel like Windows 10 has the popularity that Windows 7 did, and is likely to stick around for a long time. You have a queue command? Yeah, I have a queue command. There's a queue. You put stuff in the queue. I just usually won't take queue stuff. The queue's generally closed on Tuesdays because I do troll levels, and then I just take troll levels as they come if anybody brings them. Hard to convince me to swap. I feel like it's kind of crazy Black Mesa wouldn't work. I know it's not a Valve game, but it's Source. So you'd think it would work. Have a level after this. I don't know how long it is. So I may not be able to finish the troll level if that's what you drop in there, but you're welcome to drop it in and we'll see what happens. But yeah, something about those balls starting moving after they stumble for a second in an auto-scroller absolutely does not click for me. My brain does not like it and it's getting frustrating. NVIDIA has mass support? That makes sense. And that's only going to get worse too. The very small amount that they need to care about gamers has decreased to 0 with their enormous AI boners. And tended to not skip any balls there. You always talking about balls, man. All about balls for you. Yeah, I guess that would be a little bit of a slowdown too, as well as like it's not like we'll get AV1 on Twitch eventually, and that'll be nice. But until we have
Spaghetti meatballs.
Spaghetti meatballs. Until we have AV1 for Twitch that's really platform agnostic, and it might not be. It still might end up running better on NVIDIA. But that was one of the reasons that I switched over, is that VR was much better on NVIDIA. Now people say it's pretty even. I haven't done any testing, but say it's pretty even. But NVENC and encoding on NVIDIA, fuck, it's worlds better. Esports. Intended to not skip any balls there. Well, the balls are scary. Yeah, what I was getting at before is if anybody is like, oh, penis stuff, tell me more. I'd really like to hear more of that. The other idiot, who it definitely isn't me in a mask, will be posting stuff about that in the enlargement channel in my Discord. There's also a Twitter that you can follow, where that idiot is occasionally shitposting. Definitely not ironic Q and stuff. I hate it so much. Oh, at least you heard the bizarre end of the song. Yeah, I remember Marble Madness was just so goddamn weird, too. We got a sequel, right? I only ever played it on NES, but I think we got a sequel on... Was it Genesis? Oops. Or Super Nintendo? I swear there was another Marble Madness. I think you played an earlier version of it, and it's pretty late. Yeah, we're likely to be dumb. But it's your call. I'll be doing viewer levels again on Monday. I'm an idiot. And then troll levels on Tuesday. And then probably viewer levels on Wednesday. Oh my god. I might have to just move on. I might have to just move on and have you bring it back. With regards to OBS on Linux, it works fine. I'm sure OBS works great. I would imagine the encode pipeline has got to be there, just because I'm sure there are a lot of people who use it in a more enterprise or industrial setting. Something about that kills me. Yeah, I might have to have you bring it back when my face is less stupid. I can blame that, right? Seems like a good John is my face is exploding. Look at how I look like John McCain. Look at this. It was really bad this morning. It didn't like was the Scarlet Focusrite. Well, and Intel often likes Linux, although I don't, if they even exist, I don't think I would trust their GPU drivers on Linux right now. Fuck, I fucked it. Intel. No, I meant Intel often likes Linux with their... And the new cards they have are maturing pretty rapidly. They're not perfect yet, but they're getting there, so... we could see some really, really cool stuff if NVIDIA ends up giving up. Oh my god. I hate it so much. Your face is stupid. I liked Invader Zim a lot. It had the worst fan base. Like, in a lot of ways, Invader Zim was like a proto Rick and Morty, and like it was one of those things that was great. A little stupid, but pretty good. But with such a terrible audience of people that, like, you didn't want to talk about it. Minecraft can be the same way. Like, I don't want to tell little kids that I play, like, Minecraft. If, like, a niece or nephew is talking about Minecraft, I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I have a Minecraft server that's always online. Because I don't want to talk to them about it. I don't want to hear what they have to say about it. I want them to stop. Let me go. Let me go. I earned victory. Oh my god. I hard agree with that take, yeah. Can I escape? Can I refuse to participate in leaving? I can. Wait, can I soft lock? If I can soft lock up here, I'm gonna be mad. And I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it, and then I'm gonna get mad if I can. Oh no! I get noise if I come up here. That's cute. You didn't hide any one-ups or anything up here for me, huh? Well, that's fine. I think it'd be pretty hard to get soft locked. Yeah, I don't think I could get soft locked. There's nothing semi-solid up here that could lock me in. That's good. I tried. I went for it. I would use baking soap. There's some hidden stuff, so I missed it. So now I have to play it again. Not today. That was great, though. Yeah, the only significant feedback is that if there was a way to do those last balls different, that would help. I wonder if conveyor belt would change the way you approach that. If it would either make the balls move right away, which might make it easier to just bounce on the balls progressively, or if a conveyor belt going the other way would make them move right away and just make it easier to ride. It might be worth playing with, one way or the other, see if that ends up working. OP balloon and a note block? Oh, God. I'm okay with not getting the true ending with a P balloon. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then the bomb forward, bomb backwards, the big bomb forward, big bomb backwards section in the first part hit a little. Well, I was having so much trouble being consistent with that too. I just wish there was something that would let me hover a little, so they could just play it a little different, or a little closer together, so it was easier to. Or maybe the platform a little closer on the other side. Maybe stretch the platform out a little bit on the other side. That's probably the easiest fix. To see if you can give one or two more tiles on that platform after the second bomb, so that it's easier to have to, like, if you have to waggle left a tiny bit to hit the bomb, and then immediately get back on right, you're not 100% guaranteed to miss it. That you might be able to catch it and make it through. It might add some consistency. All right, full because job. Let's see what you got here. That reads as faintly Polish-ish, that region. That's it. That's it. It's either that, maybe Swedish? I don't know. It reads as a word from people over there that looks like that. The European whites. Zooblickenthranquevicarto. Swedish? I don't know what that flag is. French? That's not a French flag, right? Someone will tell me. Zooblickenthranquevicarto. I can't read that. Big cat's gone. An unpredictable celestial cosmic disturbance. ChatGPT v2. So ChatGPT gave you ideas? How did ChatGPT engage with this level? Okay. I'm not an anti-AI advocate. That said, I wish Microsoft would calm the fuck down with Copilot. Okay, interesting. The title and the description. Okay. Did you ask ChatGPT to give you the longest, faintly German-looking word you could get it to come up with? I hope so. I do think that'll be one of the most useful. The AI is non-artists being able to visualize an artistic concept and bring it to an artist in a lot of cases and be like, hey, this is kind of like what I was thinking of for the concept, and tune it a little bit and be like, but draw this in your style. Do what you do. Take some liberties, have some fun with it. But this is what I had in mind, and I feel like putting prompts into AI and visualizing that way will be incredibly useful. As well as, where's my safety net there? What do we? Oh, am I heading back? I'm heading back to the red block probably. I'm triggering that wrong. By the way, that doesn't exist. Random word and description, and the random word doesn't exist. Does it not even exist if I Google it? See here, I can copy it from my little thingy. Okay. That's funny. When I Google it, it brings up the Milwaukee County Zoo. I haven't been there in a long time. By the way, I'm Dutch. Thank you. Kind of in the... Not even really in the area. Oh. Yeah, that's gotta be wrong. Oh, spring. I see the spring. I didn't see the spring before. Okay. Took me a sec. Spring where it's indicated. I got it. Yeah, I missed it. I missed it. I see it. I'm doing it. Dutch like the cocoa? There we go. That's the go. Okay. Okay. That's less crazy than it looked at first. Yeah, I like that. There's a muncher coming down on me. I can't quite see the muncher there. I guess you don't really have any room to rejigger that either. Do. I can feel it. It feels bad. It just seems so weird that shooting antibiotic up into a little hole would cause my entire face to lose its mind. It feels weird. But I called the guy yesterday and he said that it's normal and it's fine. And it's not an allergic reaction, and just calm down. But it just seems like it shouldn't hurt this much. I'll call him tomorrow, though, and let him know I haven't seen a decrease in the pain or the swelling and see what he wants to do. If I do end up needing surgery, and I can't use my face, actually, crowd control might actually be a really fun distraction, even if I can't talk, and to just put, like, put a mute icon above my head on stream. That actually would be kind of funny. Could still do the camera and everything else, just like, no, I'm not talking. Oh my god, I wonder if I could train a stupid TTS model to just read out stuff I type in my voice. Or even better yet, in my voice, but really sarcastic and stupid sounding. Okay. I think I just need to crawl down a little lower there, and then just be ready to jump. I'm trying to preempt the jump too much because I'm worried about the muncher, and it's costing me. Just wait a little. Oh my god, I can't help myself. Oh. Yeah, we'll see. If I'm in too much pain to function, it'd be really hard to stream Friday. Now, I've been having a lot of fun with the hack that I've been playing, and I'm pretty sure I'll have it finished by Friday. I waited too much. So I feel like that would be really interesting to do crowd control on a hack, or Power controlling just Yoshi's Island. I missed the spring. Yeah, I am starting to lose it. Overall, flow's good. Flow's good starting out. Approachable. I would assume the two sides aren't at war. I don't know. But, ooh, that was cute. I like that. In general, Team Jump levels do a lot more fun for me than Team Shell levels. I don't mind a little shell stuff. And especially in Super Mario World, I'm an idiot. I like shell stuff. Like, I'm not playing Bear in a Shell anytime soon, but like, Sure Shot had some of the coolest shell levels I've ever played. Mario Maker never gets to that point with shell stuff for me, though. But Team Jump can be very satisfying. 14 Team Jump levels. Cool. Well, I do viewer levels on Monday and Wednesday, and then I do troll levels and viewer troll levels on Tuesday. And I'll be here 2.5 hours earlier than now on the stated days. Got levels for me. I also have a Discord queue as well, which is a hole to put things in, so I have things to look at when I run out of stuff, other than troll levels. If you actually want feedback too. Should have done a long time ago and been plugging a long time ago, but such is life. I'm definitely doing that wrong. I think I want to do short hops on the buzzy there and then catch it twice. Ow. No. No, I don't? Okay. Oh, I can stall for a sec. Yeah, I can stall. It looked like that's what the indicators were telling me. Oh. I've never broken my cheek or nose, but it definitely feels like that might be what that would feel. Oh. One time I knew somebody broke their nose. I couldn't stop touching it. I also keep wanting to touch it. A little more symmetrical. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what the intention is there for me. I see the 3 left and right and left. I see the 3 indicators, which made me think I was supposed to be doing that weird like short hop thing on the edge, that there was some setup for that I'm just not reading correctly. Womp. Do. Ow. I'm losing it. Oh. The indicators to show how the shell needs to be shooting. Okay. Ah, okay. So I need to... I'm bouncing on it, and then I'm catching it on the other side. Yeah, it looks like a weird setup where I'm doing those weird side bounces. Is that what a reclaimer is? Is that what those are called? Because I hate those. Those weird side bounces where you can't possibly get a full jump. Those make me unhappy. There it is. Yep, got it. Got it. I got it. Yeah, I feel like beyond the landing on it, which is obvious, but not bad to indicate, and indicating the direction to hit it at the top, I feel like you may not need that middle indicator, because that caused some confusion for me. But the Team Jump people are going to be a much better indicator for whether or not that indicator is stupid than I am. Team Jump, not Team Shell. Esports. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. I did have to really, really resist the urge to mix together Kaizo shit and traditional shit when I started working on the Super Mario World stuff. I feel like there is room for traditional levels, traditional-ish levels in Kaizo. But man, from reading reviews on other people's hacks and stuff, people do not like Kaizo at all in traditional hacks. Or even like light Kaizo. Or like disco shell riding. Oops, fucked it. But that's gonna be my aim. My very, very unlikely to be met aim is to just try and put together 5 to 10 levels and figure out the overworld stuff, or make somebody else do it, and then be done. And then if I like that, do more of that. And do something goofy like, I don't know, name it after fists, fingers, 8 different fingers. Some type of setup to tie them together and then come back to them and do them all better together as one thing later. I feel like would be really fun. Thank God for that checkpoint. Really appreciate that, especially if it's going to be even longer. The number of people who are like, no, it's a hard level, it shouldn't have a checkpoint, is too many. You get 10 fingers. Well, I was thinking doing 5 or 10 levels total in each pile, and then I have a digestible target for what I'm putting together. And I also feel like at least starting with a very small number of levels, but more than like, 2, is a great place to go to start with for engaging with the Super Mario World community and engaging with the culture and getting an idea how far off base I am for what people expect. I do know that was cute. There's been a lot of Mario Maker making its way into... Oh no. Oh, I wish I had another second there. It's fine. I know what I did wrong, so it's fine. There's a lot of Mario Maker getting infused into ROM hack culture, which I would say overall is a good thing. Cool fist, warm fist, hot fist, yeah. Oh, I like fingers though. Like pointy pointer, hot thumb, I don't know. Something with temperature. And then the middle finger could be Kaizo stuff. And then yeah, and then I do that, and then if I like that, then the Kaizo stuff could be remixed as like a special world for if I stick it all together. And that was the reason why I like the idea of doing something with a theme like that could come together eventually, is that having an opportunity to having it set up in such a way that I would intend to, why am I like this? Having the opportunity to come back to it later and stick them all together into one project, where I do a better job because I know what I'm doing, would be really fun. I don't know, because it's late and I'm dumb. Cold feet. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Oh my god. That's part of it too, is I wanted to get a handle on it enough so that I could maybe participate in the questionable level design contest in the future. Maybe as a creator, but even if not a creator, be better at being able to engage with it as a player. And maybe even be able to offer judging or some types of contribution, feedback, testing. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of forgiveness in the timing there, which is good. And we're done. Hey, I'll take that. Nice stuff. I like that. Yeah, wasn't too long either. Checkpoint made me think we might have a big chunk or big couple of sports, big couple of chunks coming up after that. But no, that was solid. I had fun with that. That was good. I like that. And that's it. And that's it. Let's get sad. Yeah, nicely paced, not too long. Not too long is always nice. Try other ones. Yeah, stick another level code in there for one you think I would take a look at. Dylan, if you get in there before he does, yeah, we got 30 minutes. We can take a look. Go fast, though. Better put your maker ID in. That's probably faster. I can't believe we found a versus game right away. That's kind of nice. Oh, Phoebe beat you to it. Oh my god, Toadette, this is all your fault! Level needs to be uploaded. Well, I'll see it on Monday. What exactly were you expecting to have happen there, Toadette? Like, we're both waiting for the same thing. I mean, they're all troll level knights at the end of the day. But yeah, doing one day dedicated makes it easier to, like, lump them together and plan for that. Why? Why are you guys like this? Why? There are so few people capable of even playing multiplayer versus at this point, and you guys are going to be like this? Do you honestly think the answer is right here? Okay, well, I'm gonna camp the locked door because you guys are idiots. See? See what happens? Oh, Toadette! Why you like this? Toad found a star. Yeah, we need to stop being on the door, you idiots. This is one of the dumbest multiplayer versus matches I've played in a long time. I sure hope Toad went the wrong way. Well, we both went the same way. I was hoping they would head back, but they didn't. Oh, it was her first? Her key first. Yeah, I mean, it was. I better win. You guys have been so annoying. How is there more? I cannot believe how long this level has been. I should really ground pound her. But we've got to be almost done at this point. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. You're not getting in there, bud. You and I both know we're doing this pipe. Oh. Now this is happening. I'm not gonna come back there. I know it's over there. Oh, no! No! Oh! Oh, you bitch. Damn. He cheated.
Gotcha.
I knew what we were waiting for. It was just taking too long. Oh, man. Too many tiny little key fights. Too many tiny little key fights. Almost good for multiplayer. All right, let's look at this last thing here. All right, X3V, 9C8, 824 grams. It's awesome. How you doing tonight? We just closed the queue. I got one left here. Sandy Sweet's Gauntlet. Dearest Adventure. Desert Adventure. Peril, Pit, Treasure, and Triumphs Await. But I will be doing viewer levels again on Monday at, I don't know. No? Okay. This was endless. This is how we would get lives and then waste one. Awesome. How you doing tonight? Awesome dude as in like sauce? Like sauced dude? Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay. Somebody brought me a level like this once that was built around, these kind of like auto setups, auto shell setups that you were breaking by spin jumping on them. That was really fun. Sports. Might have been Mozart. Sounds familiar. Oops. I think I'm going on to that one. Oh. Yeah, I used to see him around once in a while. Was that? No, that wasn't a spin setup. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. Z into the on-off and then Z into it. Fun. Okay. Oop. Do not full jump. Yeah, my plan for the rest of the week here is, I want to stream a cool little thing on Itch that somebody in the troll community is building with some troll community people, and that looked really cool that I saw Box play, that I still want to play around with, and I feel like I might as well stream it. And then after that, because that'll probably only take an hour, then do Yoshi's Island crowd control. So channel points to ruin Yoshi's Island for me on Friday, unless I'm dying, and then maybe not. Then we'll just be back Monday. His level was the inspiration of the 1.5 rated level. Not super familiar with the ratings. Miss Paint, yeah. Miss Paint. Yeah, the puzzle level he was playing earlier today would look kind of interesting. If Grim was like, hey, you should yell at this for me, I would. But not interesting enough for me to be like, where is that? Let me play that. Miss Paint. Miss Paint looked fun. Also, the fact that Miss Paint lets you scribble up levels really fast means that there's a lot of fun that could be played around with there, too. Yeah, Miss Paint looked really cool. Cannot believe that whole stream nobody made a "Is there a Mr. Paint" joke? Oh my god. My heart rate came down a little bit, that's good. I think I caught the corner of that muncher. I'm excited for that game to drop. Yeah, there's a lot of potential fun there. Building out such a simple way to build levels is really cool. I hope they include the template in the release as well. Or even like an inbuilt paint program, because honestly, Windows 11 paint is bad. And I imagine that will make it harder. I could have just staved. Yeah, Miss Paint looked like it had a fun idea. You know, the level Perpetual Motion. I do not recall. If Box was playing it, I probably saw some of it. Almost feels like it's loose. Seems like a problem. Yeah, we can just literally stop there for a second. What? Oh, okay. I see it. I see the drop indicator. I just wasn't sure if I was keeping it. That's the level with this kind of setup. Oh, I gotcha. That was the level from Mozart. Yeah, my memory is not great. I was on a lot of stuff as a kid that just gave me a lot of problems with memory. I'm function like a human, but man, I forget levels like a son of a bitch. If I looked at it, I might remember some of it. It was a distinct level. It sticks out, but I definitely wouldn't remember the name or anything other than it was also Super Mario World. I think that's pretty much the only... Oh, I guess New Soup would work too, because you have a spin jump. But yes, I am the least likely person to recognize a stolen setup. If somebody was flat out like block for block copying a level I played a couple of months ago, I would not notice. I had somebody bring me the same troll level twice a while back and tell me that I gave relatively consistent advice, but I clearly had no memory of playing it like 6 months earlier. Which is funny, but also really stupid. I struggled badly with one of the levels in Super Abbott's World. I scheduled about 8 months forward, 4, 5, 7 months now, but I've scheduled several months in the future to just go back and look at the level that pissed me off and see if the little bit of like source amnesia memories rolling around in there, the little pieces, will help me approach it differently, and the things I've learned since I played it. I watched back through my whole playthrough of that level, Goop and Gorp 4. And I realize, like, what my problem often is in troll levels, where I will find the wrongest solution and then commit to it like a goddamn, like, ritual to a point where it causes problems. Oh, I'm fucked. Yeah, I fucked it. And that I really need to push for hold right and hold left setups. Sorry, to creator, CR3ator. Pronounced that exactly right. Queue is closed, but I will be doing viewer levels again on Monday. So, about 3 hours earlier than right now, but on the hour. On Monday, I'll be doing viewer levels again. Now, you're really good at helping identify when a setup is not clear enough yet. Yeah, I also make the worst decisions on site reading setups. Some of it I think is left-handedness. Probably helps with that, with making bad decisions on how things look or are supposed to work. And some of that's just being dumb. That high-quality dumb that gets the job done. How is that muncher touching me through the friggin' one-way? At the finish, there's a door that have one-ups and inspired by level code sign. I missed that, but that's cool. That's a fun way to do that, to actually provide some attribution. You're using the same concept, but it feels distinct enough that it doesn't feel like the same level. I don't remember it well enough to know, but I'm sure Mozart would yell at you if it wasn't. I'm dumb. I'm missing it. Oh. Oh. That was creator's first chat message. Didn't say hi. Didn't say oh. Or anything. Just drops the level code and bails. It's surprising that there are still some of those people around. Their account was created February 16th. That's weird. It's very weird. Wonder what that is. Yeah, Q's close. They're not in there. Webble. Yeah, usually they'll want to spam Q a couple of times, or list. Sometimes you'll see that with the pump and dump. Even if it's their first message, usually you'll see the word hi. Or hello. He's in the chat of another streamer when he played the level and he was okay with it. Yeah. Makes sense. That's really all you need to, is to make sure that it feels distinct. When I used to do custom controller stuff, the idea was generally checking with somebody and being like, are you okay with this? This person wants me to make a controller kind of like the one you made. And they'll be like, yeah. Or, I don't know. I'm sure some people are like, no, but nobody ever gave me that. My brain is falling apart. This is more like a concept level. I took it in a Kaizaway. Okay. Makes sense. Hi, Pud. How you doing? You gonna tilt your head at me some more? Yeah, none of that was accusations. That was just me flatly saying, like, I wouldn't know either way. Bud, you got bad breath. I smelled it when you jumped up. Were you eating your butt? There we go. There we go. Okay, send it. Oh, God, send it fast. Oh, fuck off, Buzzy. Well, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Just stop! I just wanted to look. I thought maybe I could get on the skull platform and make my way over. They're just spun jam. If I can hurt me. Pud. I see you on your little blanket. Oh, your nose needs to be wiped out, buddy. Esports. I'm 51. I got a little time left here. I kind of want to see what that level is that brand new account says no words guy was making. Let me pop that in the viewer quick. Wow, there's a lot of words in this level. What does that say? Oh my God. Undertale Genocide Sands fight. God. That has got to be a setup. Probably didn't miss anything there. I can't believe people are still making Undertale levels. We're on Deltarune now, bud. What are you doing? Oh my God. My brain's falling apart on me. Yeah, it's fun to see the concept in more use here. Oops. Oh, I keep catching that a little bit. People only ever like the original. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I'm dumb. Deltarune takes the battle direction, fight direction in a new way, a little bit, which is fun. Bullet health stuff in general was really fun in the first game. Oof. Losing it. Yeah, Chapter 2 is really good. I'm really, really hoping we see more sooner than later, but, you know, Toby. Toby slow. I was a big, big fan of Spamton. The really interesting setup for the solo Spamton fight being different was really cool. Spamton's a fucking goofball. Good amount of my job is dealing with spam emails. And Kefka is one of my favorite RPG bosses ever. So being like, hey, let's do Kefka but made out of spam emails kind of felt like one of those things where it's like, I'm sorry, am I in the Truman Show? Is this a thing? Is this like a psyop to mess with me directly? What's happening? Like, I like it, but I'm confused. In Dutch, we say hardlopers zijn doodlopers, people that make shit fast. Doesn't all mean it's always good. Hardlopers zijn doodlopers. Yeah, there's something like that in English about like you can have it fast, or you can have it good and you can only pick one. There's something with pick two. And I don't remember what the saying is exactly, but I'm sure there are a lot of little colloquialisms like that floating around. Ow. Fast, good, and cheap. Yeah, there you go. Fast, good, and cheap, pick two. How goes the levels? It's going. Doing good stuff. Team jumpy stuff. Weird pump and dump guy, you know. They're still out there. There's still a few. Marble Madness level was really, really great. Oops. That's what I get. That's what I get. That said, it's entirely possible to be fast and good. Just, it's definitely a rare skill set. It's not a skill set Toby has. That's why I'm really happy Toby is stepping up for this one, too. I'm guessing he learned a lot doing everything alone for a long, long time. And bringing on a couple of people to help with Undertale, but I'm guessing he learned, especially, on the projects he worked on between Deltarune and, Undertale, like, how much better it is to work with a team. To focus on your area of expertise, and get help from people who like what you're doing for the rest of it. That is such an incredible professional skill, because the jackass of all trades can be very useful, but the jackass who refuses to specialize and absolutely requires that they feel like the subject matter expert in everything is always, at best, spread too thin, to the point where it's always frustrating, but generally just isn't as good as they think they are, and they're terrible and annoying. Specialization and knowing when to ask for help are such important skills just in life generally. We had this guy at one place I worked at with a ridiculous name, and I'm not gonna like dox him because you'd be able to find him right away, but it was just a ridiculous name. Call him Spooner. And Mr. Spooner was like nearly 7 feet tall, the most socially awkward guy on earth. Once witnessed him bragging to a moderately attractive programmer about his karate stuff, and it was the weirdest. The guy always had literally 1,000 like need to get to emails, and he just didn't. And he was buddies with the CTO and was so deeply engaged with our ERP system and every other system in the company, but especially the ERP system, that he basically did whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. He never... Oh, I'm having trouble catching that right. I wish there was a little tiny bit more for me to hook onto there. You were never able to get him on stuff that literally was stuff only he could do because he carefully siloed himself. And people warn them all the time, like, you guys know if we don't get somebody like working with him who has parity with his skills, that if he dies, the business collapses, right? And we'll get in trouble because you're not supposed to have the business collapse. That's kind of a thing. Continuity is important. And it was just It was beyond the point where we could help, where anything could be done. Nobody cared. He was buddies with the CTO, which protected him indefinitely. And last I had heard, I left before this all happened, but he was moving to another state, and I always joked into the clouds so he could grind people's bones into bread, because the man was enormous. The man was a mountain. I have never met somebody so tall who seemed so small. He was so weird. It was just so awkward. It's so large. And a dick. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm missing. Moved to another state, kept his job, kept his salary, kept everything. But literally, his only responsibility was basically being a subject matter expert that was supposed to answer calls during the workday. And it was literally like there was nothing they could do. They couldn't say no when he was like, well, I'm going to work 100% remote. Because they needed him to stay on, and he absolutely refused to unsilo. And he will suck that company dry for the rest of his life. And I mean, you know, that's nice to have. But it sucks for literally every single other person who needs that silo to not be one person. And this was that business when I worked there. They had major incidents weekly, without a doubt, without exception. They had a major incident every week, hands down, and it was a nightmare. The worst on-call shifts I ever had. Their on-call rules were illegal, and I threw a fit until HR changed them to be not illegal, but they still kind of pressured you to do illegal things. It was so fucking annoying. You were supposed to stay within 20 miles of the business, or within 20 miles of home if you lived outside of 20 miles of the business, so that you could respond very quickly. You weren't allowed to drink the entire week that you were on call. And you were expected to answer your phone within like 2 rings. The whole thing was like, what do you call it? Standing at wait. There's a term for it because there's like special wages they give firemen and people like that who have to be ready to go, but basically get to just hang out until they are needed. And I started pushing for that, and then they revised the policy, but they still expected it. I had major incidents where I got chewed out for not being like ready at 3 in the morning 5 days in a row. Like, are you kidding me? I have to sleep. I'm a person. Anyway, no, there's nothing that's gonna get me up there. 11. Okay. One more shot. If you'd like to see me complete it, you're welcome to bring it back. The earlier you're able to do it, the better I will be at Mario Maker. Oh my god. That doesn't count. One more reel. One more reel. One more real one. Alright. But you're welcome to bring it back. Overall, it seems good. Flow's good. I like the concept. The fun concept. I do have to wrap up very soon here. There we go. Or we'll just get it all at once right now. There we go. Okay. There we go. I needed to touch it first. That looks like a practice door. What the fuck? Okay, I'm coming back there. Okay, that's the switch flip. Okay. Practice. Oh, thank God for that. Thank God for that little thing letting me down. I'm gonna spin jump off of that thing. I really like that that's forgiving, because some people are dumb, and they're gonna make dumb mistakes on the way into there. So I'm really happy that that was forgiving here. Okay. You fucking what? Fuck me. Oh man, make it to the checkpoint. Okay, well, let's give it one more because I got the checkpoint, and then I have to go to bed. In the office tomorrow. I'm very tired. My face is dying. I'm supposed to send it. I'm supposed to send it the other way. I see what it is. Hang on. Hang on. Let me make a progress. I don't know who I'm haggling with. It's just myself. I'm mortgaging my own future. That's what it is. Oh. Okay, that's what we're doing. I get it. I get it. I want to get to the place. Okay. Oh, I can spin jump off of that vine up there. I see it. I see it. That's the setup. I didn't need the no block at all. Okay. I must have fucked up with that guy. I think I fucked up with that guy. I think I have to do that faster. Yeah, cool concept. Feel free to bring it back, and we'll get that red flag on there. That was pretty good though. Been a good week so far. Hopefully I see some of you guys again on Friday for Miss Paint and Crowd Control. If I can stream but I can't talk, I might skip Miss Paint. But otherwise, hopefully we'll be back then. You're welcome for stream. Otherwise, you guys have a good weekend, and I will be doing viewer levels again on Monday, hopefully with a fully reassembled and normal face. Yeah, you guys have a good night. I'm out of here.